Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to Backstage Bimbo TV. It's me, Allison Rouse, your most notorious groupie, and author of We've Got Tonight, The Life and Times of Notorious Groupie, me. That's right, folks. I'm back for another week of cocktails and rocktails. And by the way, for those of you who've been asking me, the link to where you can get my book is down in the description. It's available mainly on Amazon, but it is available on Walmart.com and several other sites around the world that if you don't have access to Amazon. So the link is down in the description along with my merch because I have new merchandise designs. I will put pictures of them up at the end of this video for you guys to see. I'm really excited. Thank you so much, Katie Raygun, for the awesome ideas. It's one thing I love about the people I get to meet that support me here, that follow me. You guys give me some really incredibly awesome ideas. Keep them coming. Thank you so much, Katie Raygun, for the newest ones. And this week on Cocktails and Rocktails, we are going back to my Vegas years. Back to the millennium, to the year 2000. And we're going to be visiting an awesome rap group, because I don't talk enough about rap groups, because I've hung out with all kinds of bands. As we can see, country, Neil Diamond, pop, rock. I've been there, done that, but I don't talk about hanging out with some of the rap bands. So today, we're going to talk about one badass rap band who in the year 2000 had a hit, top hit, with, there was two versions, Rap Superstar and Rock Superstar. But Rock Superstar was kind of the bigger hit. So we're talking about Cypress Hill. Yes, we are. A lot of people may know this photo from being online. I'll put an actual picture of it with the new merchandise photos at the end of the video. So you guys stay tuned. And for Cypress Hill today, of course, we're doing the liquid marijuana. What else would you do? Because, I mean, it's Cypress fucking Hill. It's like Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg actually introduced me to my weed dealer in Vegas. He did. Anyway, all right, everybody, grab your bongs. Take a hit, kick up your feet. Let's have a little cocktails and rocktails, shall we? Cheers, big ears. Okay, so this is going to be another story. You know, a girl that I just happened to be working with in Las Vegas. My best friend was back home visiting family for a couple weeks. I was bored and lonely and sitting at work one night, and I can't remember the girl's name, so I will call her Barbie. I think that was her stage name. Strawberry blonde, short girl, that typical, you know, kind of freckles that goes with the strawberry blonde, green eyes, real pretty girl on the outside. She had boob job that she herself admitted she got too big because she's tiny. She was like 5'2". She had big old boobs. Anyway, so she's like, hey, my friends have some extra tickets to the Cypress Hill show. Do you want to go? I was like, sure. I'll go see Cypress Hill. Never seen them. Love Cypress Hill. Hits from the bong. And they have a lot of other songs that I absolutely love. But anyway, so, and she kind of invites me knowing that she told her friends if I invite her, she'll probably get us backstage. This is a problem when you're a groupie. You have a lot of fair weather friends during their favorite concerts. Because they know you could get them backstage because they don't know how. And it's really not complicated or hard. I've done how to get backstage vlogs, so I'll put a link down in the description as that, and, you know, for that as well. And don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, I always say that at the end, but I'm going to say that right here today because we're getting up there, guys, and a lot of cool stuff's going to happen when I hit 1,000, so do it. So anyway, of course I could get backstage to Cypress Hill because it was at the House of Blues. And I've already talked about it, the House of Blues. I was to the point where I knew everybody there, so I would go park my car next to the tour buses, knock, 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 on the back door, and walk in. It was that easy for me. But I met the ladies at the hotel bar because the House of Blues is at the Mandalay Bay. So we met them at the hotel bar, had a couple drinks, wandered in, and Barbie was like, so how do you get backstage? Walked right to the backstage door, which is, if you're facing the stage, is to the left of the stage. Walked right back to the backstage door, tap, tap, tap. Not tap, 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 but knock, knock, knock. If you've been following me for a long time, you know what tap, tap, tap is. It'll come in later. Anyway, well, the tap, tap, tap doesn't come, but someone does. A couple people. Anyway, so tap, tap, tap on the back door. Opens up. I see the security guard that I know. And he's like, well, hey, babe, how are you? I'm like, good. He's like, you want to come backstage, little girl? Uh-huh. Yeah. Kind of do. And so, like I said, the House of Blues is so tiny. Like, there's 2 dressing rooms off the back of the stage for the bands. There's no, like, real backstage hallways or anything. So he's like, yeah, come on in. Just took us across the back of the stage behind the curtain, which sits behind the drum set. Went, and there was a bunch of other people on the side of the stage, including Sin Dog. Is it Sin Dog? Yeah, Sin Dog in this band. I always forget Sin Dog, Nate Dogg. I get them mixed up because of the dog name. But anyway, so there's a bunch of people sitting on the side of the stage. You got rest of the guys from Cypress Hill. They had a really awesome guitar player from another band that was out there with them playing the music and stuff. So anyway, they see us walk over. They're like, well, hello, ladies. We're like, hello. They're like, can we get you a drink? Can we get you anything? Want a hit? Passing the joint around? Fuck yeah. I want a hit. We are talking Cypress Hill. And I am perfectly legal in the state in which I live in. So if you got him, smoke him. And that's what we were doing. So I'm just kind of talking. I don't really know who all is in Cypress Hill except for Be Real because, most lead singers are the standout for the band. And definitely Be Real, big, hot, tall drink of water, he definitely stood out. He did. So anyway, we're all standing there talking. He's like, well, ladies, come over and enjoy the show. And I kind of noticed Barbie at the time and her friends. And they're like, hello, acting like faux money, like fake money. Like, you think of that girl that just faked out, the fake heiress, I forget her name. She was Russian pretending to be German, has had a couple movies made about her, Anna or something, Anna Kalaver. Anyway, it was very much that kind of facade, that kind of, I'm higher class than most people and you're going to love me for it. No. The thing I love about backstage at Cypress Hill is the fact that when you go backstage, there's a big, well, not big, but about this big chalkboard that says on it in beautiful letters, be nice or leave. And that is the kind of energy that is backstage at Cypress Hill. And I love it. It was so awesome. And I'm just kind of kicking back, kind of watching the scene, gauging it, figuring out what's going on. While Barbie's like, come here, talk to the boys. You need to stand right here. Let everybody see you. Sweetie, I'm not backstage to be seen. I'm not here for my ego boost. So that was making me kind of uncomfortable. And the opening band, which I believe was, oh God, what's the name of the band? Jump. No. Oh God. It's not Crisscross. It was, oh God, they had the other Jump and, know what it's like. Anyway, they were opening up. So I was just kind of like kicking back, and Barbie and her friends are trying to grab me to pull me to that very side of the stage so the whole crowd could see me. Because I'm just kicking back by the monitors behind the curtain, kind of. I can still see the show. I'm cool. I've got my drink. I've got a joint. I'm talking to a couple people. I don't need to be on the side of the stage for everybody to see me. I'll hide behind curtains or speakers and stuff if I can. So that's what I was doing, just enjoying the show. So Cypress Hill's getting ready to go on stage. We're kind of in between. Barbie's running around like a chicken with her head cut off, thinking she's so precious with her and her friends, knocking on the dressing room door. I'm like, you guys, stop it. And, one of the roadies comes up. He's like, yeah, ladies, do what she says. Stop it. They're trying to, get ready. So when they're coming out to go on the side of to go to, on stage, the guys in Cypress are standing there. I see Sin Dog. He's like, hey, girl. Give him a hit of my joint. Comes over. He's like, hey, this is Be Real. And I'm like, hello, daddy. And once I get that little idea in my head, I'm a man-eater. I'm like Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man. Come here, little ghost. Fava beans. So I'm going to get what I want. And so he's like, hey, he's like, what's your name? I'm like, Allison. And whenever I fucking get introduced, half the time people sing me the Elvis Costello song, Elephant. Don't sing me the damn song unless you're Elvis Costello. And when I met Elvis Costello, I wouldn't even tell him my name because of it. So anyway, he kind of sings me the song and I kind of laugh and I'm like, cool. And we just start talking and he's like, you got a cool vibe about you. He's like, I kind of saw you earlier with your friends. You're not like running around all crazy like with them, are you? I'm like, no. He's like, this isn't your first rodeo backstage. I'm like, nope, sure isn't. He could spot me a mile away just as much as I spotted him a mile away. So it was kind of nice. It was a nice little balance of, hey, baby. So anyway, they go on the stage and, Barbie's only dancing to the songs that are obviously the most popular ones on the radio. And I'm just kicking back. I'm just enjoying my drink. Monitor guy's handing me a blunt every so often. Yeah, cool. Doing my thing. Mr. Green Bud. Anyway, and B's kind of stopping when he's coming off the side of the stage between songs and he's not talking, or there was a little guitar solo going on during Rock Superstar. He came over and he'd like take a hit from the blunt and do the blow it into my mouth, and I'm sucking that boy right in, fish in a barrel. And he was doing the same to me, in all fairness, so it's the way it goes in rock and roll. Anyway, so we get through the show, and Barbie's still trying to pull me up, and he can tell I was really uncomfortable. So B, in between songs, came back. He's like, are you okay? And he looks at Barbie and goes, hey. He's like, don't keep dragging her up here. He goes, turn around. See that sign? Be nice or leave. And I was like, yeah, you go. So she mellowed out. Her and her friends mellowed out, and after the show, we went to the dressing room with the guys once they were relaxed. And B's like, I got this bong. It's taller than me. I'm 5'6", and this is a 6 fucking foot tall Mother Mary bong. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So of course he's like, oh, you stand, and I couldn't, when you're too short, when you're B, you can stand on your own 2 feet on the ground and take a hit from Mother Mary. Not when you're me. So I had to stand on top of the coffee table because you walk in the dressing room and it's a really tiny dressing room. There's a bathroom with a couple showers to your left, but there's like a, living room area and then the vanity mirrors and stuff straight ahead. It's super small. But anyway, so I stand on the coffee table and I'm like sucking like I was sucking Jimmy Page's fucking wet noodle. Sucking to pull that hit up and stuff, and so that kind of leaves you a little lightheaded from the oxygen once you do get the hit, and you get this giant hit that you're just like, whoa, halfway coughing, halfway just kind of blowing it out. So as I'm standing there, I realize I'm getting lightheaded, and B's standing behind me because he's seen this before, obviously, and I just like, whoa, get a little lightheaded, start to go backwards, and he just catches me, and then he just picks me up and like looks at me and says, I got you, girl, and sets me down, and then keeps his arm around me. And kind of pulls me in a little closer. And I kind of pull him in a little closer. And then we're sitting there, we're just talking, and he's like, we should go get our own drink. I'm ready to go upstairs, are you? Yeah, dude. I've been watching you on stage all night. That is fucking 2 hours of foreplay. Plus, we've been back here for an hour, so I've had 3 hours of foreplay. I'm good to go. For more foreplay before I get to the down and dirty. So we go out and, we just start talking, and he's a really cool guy to talk to, and he's really intelligent, and he was talking about all kinds of stuff. People don't give rock stars enough credit for being intelligent or having something to say or having, a mind of their own, because everybody wants to see what they are on stage. And I really got to discover, because this was the first time I met B. Now, this was taken later in 2002. 3. It was after John died and I'd come back to Salt Lake City. So this was actually taken here in Salt Lake City around that time. Probably around 2003-ish. Not sure. Is there a date on this? Nope, no date. Anyway, so that was kind of cool, which, turns me on even more. If I can hold a conversation and I can get the chemistry and I know the guy's like, doing his moves, leaning in and kind of babying me and, being his adoring self while I'm adoring him and stuff. Yeah, that's the kind of night it was. So by the time we got upstairs, and he was really like, he can be aggressive, but he's really gentle because he's very conscious of how tall he is, his hands, and his size. You know how I love a good pinky. Boy, did I love B's pinky a few times that night alone. So, yeah, then we hung out the next day because they weren't leaving till later. Went to breakfast, wake and baked. I mean, we were smoking so much weed all night long. He's like, should we go get the bong? Fuck no. Just roll a blunt. Don't. No bong, thank you very much. But had a really great time. Yeah, I did. Gave him my number. He called a few times. We hung out a few more times over the years. And like I said, Salt Lake City a few years later. So that's why my phone number doesn't change. Because you never know who's going to call and when. Like a couple weeks ago. Sugar. Hey, babe. Yeah, anyway. So there we go. There's my cool little night hanging out with Be Real. Like I said, it wasn't anything crazy or wild, but it was nice. And to be kissed and just by a man. I love a good tall man with nice, and he was just so comfortable in himself and very mellow, kickback, gentle, but at the same time, I love respectful aggressiveness and a guy who knows how to handle a woman. And let me tell you what, B knew how to handle, I'm sure he still does, but there you guys go. There's my first night with Cypress Hill and almost passing out with Mother Mary. And also, another night in my education of who I don't want to hang out with backstage, because we've all had experienced girls like Barbie who just have that kind of holier than thou attitude because you put a backstage pass on them and set them on the side of the stage. That's not my vibe. Nope. My vibe is foreplay. I'm watching who I want. It's like I'm like a cat watching the birds. That's my vibe. Be nice or leave. All right, guys. Thank you again so much for all the love and support. Do not forget that the pictures for the new merchandise and this picture are going up here at the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. Feel free to ask me anything you want and communicate. And don't forget to hit my bell so you know when the cocktails and rocktails are dropping. All right, guys. Thanks again for all the love and support. Cheers, big ears.